Hamza Issah had to folk player. And now Sonya had to folk player. And some no aba ni mom na had to folk akomo anu atuma no mon kan hwe. Ni nyina no se na had to folk e wo game kese bo. Had to folk ahyewie. O hyewie Hamza Issah stories no ama from still no na man for chirim. Hamza nya had to folk play. Had to folk any statements any aba. And when some any behind the scenes. Let's have a conversation begin.
Kwaku Hamza Issah had to folk pro sport and the South African club Sewilele FC and common nyina share from say you were how many at it was rumored allegedly say had to folk bobo kono into your players car for 3 solid months in year and in football the minimum and the independent one him say player bobo players see a kind for 3 solid months. Na yentua ne ka 3 or more months player no ho kwan so kono terminate the contract but in your part of the world I yentante sa ankomo no yentante sa ansem no esan say kwaku ye fam hanom no kwan ye fa so ye niema no ye soronko free abrofo ne de no football na illegalities but in your part of the world the moralities na ye yentan hwem aspect ni bebre esan se krom hanom na ayete no obi nua na obi adamfo it's a true stage as I say you take legal actions about obi mpo a na yesaso adwene ho say tim ya wo kwako take legal actions e de atia no yi ebia papa semesi na ye chairman papa semesi na ye president ebi kwampa last 10 years ago last 5 years ago sa papa kone ma opportunity wo tim bi mu a sa brene na usa. So you look at all these things, and then I was so man finding money anyway. If you are ma agent to chrono handle player, agent to chrono handle player, no more so share a relationship with the club because ABA Oba take illegal actions. And Baba be sick by bad didn't obey the player for France about Hochana because Kroma say and a coach player any team ye BBA a bad danger supporters new rebefi. All over the world, Sanya Mano Honum esi. But in your part of the world, a bear dance on Murebe Fino Becho. It's a example. Coach Bashir Wayford. Comment I will make it in the past. If I come as and the supporters won't. A quenya beda say the Kotoko Juma Manumpoa, not supporters, not sorietia. Just because some of you say maybe a terminal. Papa can send me for Kumasia and the Kotoko Bobo Kuno. On the Bobo Kuna in ye, on the supporters in ye, it's almost supporters in pet, so better Babaya Jumadiama Kumasia Sandico to Kobium. This is the kind of country we live in, and your football ecosystem, no, a thought that never be say, I am affected in the and certain individuals. And the agent of a person will take illegal action. But Robert James Sanyama win now because a china be a bad dance or the player better about. And that's it in Biamo, in Jayano Canan Watu. Aside that, football administrators in our system do one army and number 4. A circle. If you have to folk abaya bonimpo, say a sanity, I would never farm Raquan sono. Nabre Chelsea our honor na oshe. Ne Diana Stars our honor na oshe. Na Kaila our honor oshe. Almost few say what take key actions legally at your had to folk no. A bra my young from Swono. So no to my Quanya, I will need him more. A chinabi, a cobasso on 20 million to your salary 3 months, would be bayano. Yeah. It's Obama Quanya Kwaku, not so whom you know. It's based on these reasons and instances. I am a part of the world, you know. Agencies, you know, any players, you know. It's so say teams in your money, maybe any poor, or maybe take illegal actions against them. Young fair no and two. It is something about one time I had to I had to forgive the players 3 months. Am I di home come and then moi and a yan into yes, Hamza Issah dear. Ni agency omukita Hamza Issah no. Akwa ko champagne for omukọ player status committee of football association. Akwa ko share the Ghana Football Association in penny for subsect I the player status committee. And you di nkomo. Ah ma grante abrante no floating. Yaka floating na just say am player na free agent. Ah obetimi akwa pe club fufuro bi abo. Esan say contract on had to folk bobo ne wono had to folk a boom raso aboso memiensa omuntu abrante ne ka enti yetete yesa abrante ni tukwai yetete yesa okọ South Africa akwa ye trials okọ observation e wo club bi mu na media yi bia send JT so they to screen ne so a club kro na e wo South Africa na omo ma abrante ni invite say omra no omra mesi akan fa ma omo no ye from say Welele FC omo South African PSL ni mu omo bo Premier League e wo South Africa na kwaku questions am ibisa and say first of all perhaps to folk release no the catcher me say how to focus see sansam na ba bontini nyina na nya no kure o can release na almost say nsam na ba bontin Hamza a floating player Hamza ye say we free how to folk omne na twam omne ni hwie biem no sansam ni nya no kure na how to folk bo ko ni Hamza o binding contract ya kasa binding contractor na te so mo sa shekrata ase e ka omum yenu bom omum ntete ye e wo kwan bia so eti sansam ne na ma bonten se Hamza Issah akwa di fruiting and asa wa ye free player enti o free had to folk no enye no kre kwaku team ne letter all the invite Hamza and that screen ne so no had to folk die no and I'm actually say almost say sansam ne nya no kre Matias now had to folk to be take legal action against Pro Sports or be take legal action against Welele FC of South Africa. The big question is then I see Welele FC for them to decide. So I'm prepare this invitation letter and the Hamza Issah. Kwaku. You miss who these questions. Almost dear Ben. Because see Welele as a professional club. I am not sure they are just going to wake up. No, I'm sorry, and I decide they say player be Ghana Premier League mu. Only team be a friend say has to focus on contract. Now player no only has one contract. I'm fan wa enye ye no. I'm prepare invitation letter. And the akwa come player and say je nebra South Africa nebra be trials. Nebe si akai fama yenye si Welele FC. Ya bisa ya questions way. Ya bisa ya these questions. How did you to South Africa? It was ready. You booking flight, amano. First of all, invitation aba. You booking flight. You chat ticket the ama player no. So South Africa or trials. It will PS onimu with Welele FC. So sorry to use this word. It's the club Welele that damp. Say play on your be contract. Normal for player no any year no. Omu ma player an invitation no ma sanso twa ticket dia ma player no say omra South Africa no omra may trials ama. Number 2 Pro Sports no mo handle Hamza Issah no e dia be nkomo no mo si Welele fo ni di ye because Hamza as a footballer on timi sorry prekope na onko say on club ne kwa negotiate on club ne kwa di nkomo say onu ni a free player nti opeto obesi akan ma club ne da bi
so Hamza when he's here.
Hamza wa Ghana sisi ya. Kuma si asante kono ha to foki. After the see nyino bebobi.
No kre. And Pro Sports for no some wo him.
Pro Sports for no.
Omna South Africa.
Yes,
right?
I think they are based in South Africa.
Okay. I see. Na Hamza no original Pro Sports and original has.
As we speak. Yente Hamza no asem.
Na oyawe say termination po enempo all pa. Let me assume say if omo initiate sa just cause clause no one. Say NC he's still a player for Hearts of Oak. Is he aware?
He has to be aware.
Now, contrary to anything, a year against the contract, no, it makes me a result in a ban for him.
Yeah.
It is a.
I sound it Koku.
Then ye Hamza Issah ane nunkofwe die ye kyerɛ sɛn. Because Hearts of Folk claim say sa nsam na aba abonten sɛ ɔmo de Hamza ka 3 months ntua ne ka no. Hearts of Folk say ɛnte saa. Inti if Hamza ene no nkɔfo no efu say ɛte saa. So we crowd me nkomo we crowd say F eyamra. What I say enya ntokwa enya nti ufu say ane omo de me the player ne car go through the process. Heart of Folk say enya no kre. Now some ninsi but as at now there he remains and he is a player of Heart of Folk.
And Kwaku anunti na me di kan bisa say Pro Sport Hamza Issah, do they have the balls to take legal action against Heart of Folk? And that was why I give instances how we do things in our part of the world. Sana sesen ke you name sana tie sana ye yenwa na
Nti mipacho eno no omaya na
me pato di asem na obi sato omaye
omo initiate se ompese omo terminate clause no omaya na. Have they initiated and yet just by writing to Heart of Folk?
That is
have they contacted appropriate cortex GF because if you want to terminate contracts by just cause, I'm sure say it goes through processes.
Of course.
First they start with notifying Heart of Folk. Yes. It's notification me sure say but the other one on my
sana Pro Sports for the D kind me yet here. And I Heart of Folk so their contrary report. And that's statements and so they about Montano.
Hearts of Folk affirms without ambiguity that Mr. Hamza Issah remains under a valid and a legal binding employment contract with the club. As of today, no competent judiciary, regulatory or arbitral body, including the Ghana Football Association Player Status Committee or FIFA, has issued any ruling or confirmation that the said contract has been lawfully terminated. Heart of Folk actually say no musiti way obie ni wa omo tumi a e was some de krata be kasa Hamza say o contract ya terminated no omunya krata bia from any of those institutions. They be our kasam nipa mienu enya issue a wo se no kra ne wo mu sen
ye wo no kra me no kra e na no kra trodo. Yes ti no kra ne yemiensa.
Inti pro sports for no, because I think I've seen documents in letters be almost so say ampa Heart of Folk into yabo so memiensa inti say impom so sa documents evidence sa anya tokwa e wa bontin almost so they should proceed yen kwa asem no boko. What I say na fe yehu na choka no boy no susu nya na sumdwe mbobo, because I'm wondering say we know these issues ebe na akura no susu nya na sumdwe abon bo me pa choti de mi cho
yeah.
Well, Hamza Issah the contract no susu nya nso ye wow
there be contract nya nso ye, and that is where the problem is. Again my main have to focus attention and see release no the buy and so. When we are talking about legalities, me mistake I said, make me a catch yourself come on wood in Yamia. Because I am running crata what's
okay.
The club has to focus on dressing. I see Wilele FC. In the release, had to focus twice. I mentioned Siwile.
So it's just a public statement. Some more your documentation, it might be different.
And nothing that make sure my GS no. Because me read the release, me who the first will, I thought it was probably a mistake. But me kind kwasi and me sign ko hu si will na bi mu. Enti abami no. And nothing that make sure my GS no. Mra ho asem ne yeken.
Pro for so Mumbisa Hamza yi Because Hearts of Oak, as a contrary to the circulating speculation, no, the club has not defaulted persistently or materially on its financial obligations in a manner that would constitute just cause for unilaterally terminating of Hamza's contract under FIFA regulations, blah 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 blah. What I say? Into Hearts of Oak, no, or senia kofu esusu abonte no, club no, omun default say.
Debbie, and Kwaku a hormone so also kind to us. Also, following correspondence from the players' representatives, the club met with the player on 2 separate occasions and acted in good faith to address and resolve all outstanding concerns. Okay. What are those outstanding concerns?
So,
exactly
a vague.
Yes.
No concerns being.
Concerns being.
Is it regards to the outstanding? Sika was say a cowboy in one now.
That is the question.
And is it also to say deformants be bemu, but yes, yeah, solve well.
So said the idea this pedia weika. Any the weika no kwaku. Okay, kabom na otibi free mo. How to folk release in ankasa ne kyerɛ me. Emma me amete ha me te ase say. Asɛm de ebi wo ho. And no any concerns na omo air try so omo be resolve no. So what are those concerns? It is asem wo ho na concerns bi wo no. Sorry to say, menya sure say pro sport as professional as they are. I didn't say me be babonten keke. And I menya sure say had to focus so. I didn't say me say and as a statement then I release be say and so be babonten keke. And they say you na na mini densu no. Say densu na mini yo na wo. De wo mu ani so obi mini obi. And in common nyina kyerɛ say between us to folk ne Hamza Issah and Hamza Issah representatives no there is an issue I have involved the player Hamza Issah. And no any concerns now had to folk ankasa as a club and notify on the press release in him no and as a statement in him no. Into those concerns no matter what it is about. Kwaku eneya enimanimu ya had to folk bobo ko ni make sure so may address those concerns. Na player na nya adwene mu final de asi akan. Player na yedi ne home command kasa no. For some seasons now, last season, this season hasn't been in the best of form for Hartlepool. Ejisa akwara na ebobo na niyama ekoyie kakra de mano a. Sa abre we na akwara na be hia asomdue no de asi akan. De bia me kasa football na ya adwene mu adwuma o. Ya de 9 na ebo. But I adwene na ne de football no. It is a player na anya sound up here. Player na anya okay up here. Player na adwene mu anya ne fine. Not these controversies, any problems, any issues. I surround the player na free ho. Now when to me anya sa adwene mu fine am fan si akan a. Ebe wi ase ebe affect player no. Ebe affect Hartlepool. Na affect pro sports. Ebe affect Hartlepool because o player na o peno amana si akan ma o. Enu nti uni ne agency anya problem no. Afei on to me more the best of performance because onya sound. Player na kasa value be come from because ball no on to me man said yes say we see ball no instant say in some bebre ne nam player na ho pro sports so won benefit because the player na anya sound now when see akan ye anya in the best of form and then shaper ne value be come from e be wi ase no wo agency no won so be boka it issue na aba no how to folk player no pro sport and trust no mo ni nkomo no mo mpa asem ne pomasi bre so mo yo mo ho agema na obi abetwim a yese twema mentwem akorabo.
I had to focus the say or not the baby on the boy in contract. So there's nothing to be worried about if I had to focus any boy in contract or any provision for what
said the proof sports for Nekano. Say I am pa. I am using the if clause if it is true.
Yeah.
I'm found so only player no contract. The fact that more contract are binding. And just a player no and near maybe a sefatan in this and Saka. Because I am sure say and near money duo player and the sefatan in our contract in the move.
And had to folk
and my contract the mudi.
Had to folk edge we say a honor. omun default in any of those payments.
I know the omaka. But omo carry you know. And omo sa ba see ba beka say. Omo share on 2 different occasions. Omo try to omo resolve any outstanding concerns.
So that concerns
the management in a raise.
Yeah. So
it is our concerns na yen nim concerns kro. And until I make say sika sam no say nya no. But once I have to focus jatum so omo share try to make them come on. No resolve concerns on the management they raise, you know. Then clearly it means there is a problem. It's the problem, chrono.
Hey, well. That's it. Na agency for no so to be na mama ni ma ba form kakra. Na clubs mo so boy e mo asede ohun say mumienu munyina na moye adwuma o. And in modern football you cannot operate without agents, and I'm telling you, an agent also you cannot operate without football clubs. Nti na agents na football clubs no to the bia one cast one am solve mu issues. Let us say why we are bontina. I just feel for Hamza because Hamza he's not been performing, and then who some so ba bontin bebre ya one hwe ni boy na nkasa munyina mo pre no na so be anywhere so what I say clearly what the agency is doing had to focus to find ways to sell this boy as soon as possible. What let me tell you because clearly boy the performance anywhere boy had to focus. I'm not seeing the Hamza now maybe jijin who be baby and I'm not seeing that Hamza announce bare 1.5 year me who saw Hamza no clearly we are agents in common it is affecting him, you understand. He had to focus. You should find ways to sell him. Find ways. Na mama boy nonko. Na masumunjomu. Na munyamujuma. Big impact on me.